Hello again everybody and welcome back to Devil Summoner 2. Right, let's go to the next chapter and say hello to Narumi. Unless, you know, he doesn't want to say hello to us, that's fine. Stop the fretful baby's wail. Take from the earth the moon so pale. Feed the baby his meal frail. Not quite a haiku. Taisho 20. I remember you. Okay, a masked lotus. A lotus. Yeah, the car. Locust. Ma in the sky is watching you. When the sky is pierced right through, you'll sleep at great Ma's bosom too. Ooh. Hello. What he said. Narumi Detective Agency, I'm guessing it says. Unfortunately, I can't read Japanese, as much as I'd love to. She just walked through that telephone pole. She's a witch. A pair of schoolgirls are talking. Did you see that woman walk through that telephone pole? Oh, so close. Did you hear about the girl who returned all of the lost wallets? I heard she actually goes to our school. Oh, that's 13 wallets in one day story. She turned them all into the police, didn't she? She's a saint. Although, I bet she also got a pretty big reward. If she got even 10% of the amount she found. 13 wallets in one day. I wonder how many shortcakes a girl could buy with that kind of dough. Now I'm jealous. No one's luck is that good. On the other hand, that means there were 13 other people, all of whom lost their wallets. 13 people losing their wallets in the same neighbourhood, all in one day. I don't think anyone's luck is that bad either. I haven't lost 13 wallets in one day. Man with a pole on his back is talking to a mother and her child. I thought I'd do the modern thing and get some bread at the department store on my day off. So there I was in the cafeteria line, ready to order when I suddenly got a whopper of a bellyache. All of the luck. It might not have been as bad as you think. Didn't you see the paper this morning? Something terrible happened at the cafeteria. A cook accidentally dropped a button into the dough. The customer who ate that roll had to be carted off to the hospital. Golly, so that could have been me laid up in the hospital. Well, I guess it was lucky if I had that stomachache in time, eh? Say, since you're here, would you like some ice? Maybe so. My throat's been parched from talking so much. I'll take 2. No, I don't want any. Why? Sorry, what? Why ever not? Because there's a button inside it. Silly boy. I guess I'm unlucky after all. This building must be the place. The Narumi Detective Agency. Don't let the fretful baby cry. Ma'll cut you to shreds and you'll die. Ma'll rip you apart and you'll die. I mean, fair enough. It's a lot of toast. It's been a few days since the two of us got the words at Kuzunoha village to protect the capital. In order for us devil summoners to do our duty, we have basic necessities like lodgings and a base of operations which the Yatagarasu arranges for us. And arrange them in style. This Ginro Kaku building is the biggest and newest in Sakuda-cho. A lot of swanky outfits fill those offices, and the Narumi Detective Agency here is one of them. We'll be living with an agent of the Yatagarasu. It comes with the territory, which means the Yatagarasu always have an eye on us. I worried about later at first, but then again, I probably should have mentioned this already. I doubt this agent will give us any trouble. What's that stare, Goto? Oh, I see. You've finally taken a shine to me, haven't you? I have a natural way of animals and ladies. Don't just stand there, Raidou. Come over here with Goto. Made some coffee. Why don't we all have a drink together? It's my own special Narumi blend. It's good to see the three of us working together again. Let's have a toast to our reunion. A coffee toast. Hey, Raidou. Probably already know this, but you can relax here. Sure, I've got orders from the Yatagarasu to watch over you, but you're still young. You've been training as a summoner at the Kuzunoha village ever since you were a tyke. I'm just here to make sure you don't fall in with the wrong crowd out here in the big bad world. But hey, you've never caused me any trouble, and my philosophy is a man's job should be fun. No need to stand up like a ramrod, is what I mean. Just sit back, loosen up. Sorry, but I'm gonna have a bite before we start. Playtime here is whenever you feel like it. No need to worry about any clients busting in. It's the middle of the day, you see? Now then. Narumi picked up the newspaper. The headlines haven't changed much since yesterday. Every article is oh my god. Every article in this rag's moaning about good luck and bad luck. This luck stuff, some kind of fad? Narumi is reading the newspaper. Hey now, listen to this one, Raidou. Blimp goes down in flames. It's a strange one. Here, I'll read it to you. Let's see. Halfway through the flight, the pilot started on the lunch his main squeeze made him. He dropped his umeboshi, and when he went to pick it up, his elbow hit the pressure gauge. Blimp went down in flames, but the pilot survived, with some pretty bad burns though. Should we chalk this one up to an unlucky break that came as a pure coincidence? Or should we be happy that the fella survived such a dangerous situation? Can't tell if the guy was lucky or unlucky. Narumi began talking to Raidou without looking up from the paper. My own take on the story is that the pilot was to blame. Didn't anyone ever teach him you shouldn't eat while you're doing something? Raidou, make sure you learn from his mistake, okay? As far as anyone out there knows, you're my apprentice. So make sure you're nice and polite to everyone you meet, or they'll get the wrong idea about me, okay? Now then, that butter on my toast ought to be nice and melted by now. Abaddon sort of like me has toast for lunch, see? Gotta keep up with the news though. Well, nothing wrong with a little reading while I eat. Look, I'm a grown man. I've got things to do, it's okay for me. Do as I say, not as I do, got it? Brilliant. Oh, don't be sad, Narumi. There's still one bit of toast. Good luck and bad luck. Chapter 1, an enigmatic woman. Another dame shown up at the Narumi Detective Agency. This one isn't so hysterical, but she's an odd duck. Narumi changed into some pants that were less covered in butter and got down to business with her. Me? I'm still wondering about that strange bug, but right now, the dame has a case to lay out for us. That is a fine way to greet a lady. Butter all over my slacks. Some luck, huh? But with that out of the way, it's time we had a little chat about your request. Miss Narita, right, was it? Miss Akane Narita. There's a man you want us to find. It's urgent, you understand. Must be done quickly. Well, no need to waste shoe leather coming out here. If you need a man found, I recommend the police. I couldn't. I don't want there to be a big to-do. Hey, Raidou. What do you think about all this? Is it just me or does something smell funny here? Mysterious dame, all grown up, comes looking for a man. Seems like seems like penny ante love affair stuff to me. Don't think we should take it, do you? Yeah, take it. Doesn't matter if it's suspicious, just take it. Ah, well. Of course, the dame looks serious, and I want to play it sweet too, you know. But love affairs have a strict rule on those. It's between the guy and the girl, not me. I can't stay long. Here. Little dame, down payment is yours. Now, see here, Miss Narita. Never agreed to take this. Wait a cotton picking. Is this a down payment or the entire wad? You giving me all this? I've never employed a detective. I have no idea what your type costs. If it's not enough, say the word. Righto. Thinks I'll get some coffee. I'll make it snappy. She's come all the way to see us. Such a hypocrite, it's brilliant. Just so you know, it wasn't the money that swung me. Let's be clear on that. As she talked about the job more, I started to twig it. Miss Akane is the only daughter of that narrator, as in Tasuke Narita, the councilman in the diet. He's the standing chairman of the finance committee. Every cent this nation has flows through him. Whatever. You do something nice for a dame like that, and who knows what kind of doors it might open for you. Goodness, look at the time. Well, thank you for the coffee. I'll be going now. I hope you can find him. No wonder Akane refused to go to the police. Dame in her position? She's got to mind her father's career. Either that, or this is still a love affair, and not one that Daddy's wild about. I mean, look at the guy. This is the photo she showed me. Said the fellow's name is Dan. Kind of a shady character, wouldn't you say? Somehow I don't see him as the honest living type. Maybe I should have thought twice about this. Lady's one thing, but poking after a brute like him? Oh, I've got a whopper of a headache. Righto, I'll let you handle this. Narumi gave Ryder the photograph of Dan. Now then, I think I'll take along on this hunt for the missing Dan. I'm worried about something. Have you noticed it? I feel like luck has been coming up in conversation around the capital way too much. Not only that, everyone's luck seems out of whack. The lucky ones get really lucky, while the unlucky ones, well, it's too hard to shake off as a simple coincidence. I want to see what's going on with my own eyes. Your sleuthing skills might be rusty right now, Raidou, so remember, the first step is to ask around. Do some legwork and have patience. Make sure you listen to what the man on the street has to... Ah! My pants. I better get a wet rag on those or the stain won't come out. Figures I had to land butter side down. Talk about your bad luck. Narumi's got the right idea. I'll come with you, Raidou. You've got the sword, but I've got the pen. Behold my detective's notebook. How's a cat's got a notebook? I hope there's paw prints on it. Raidou pulled out a small pen and notebook from between his collar. Oh, taking the pen in his mouth, Goto deftly wrote something down in the notebook. Goto entered Dan as a subject in a notebook. Under the subject heading of Dan, Goto added an entry about who is Dan. Excellent penmanship if I say so myself. We'll be putting this notebook to good use during the investigation. Anything you find out that seems important, I'll jot it down here. You'll be able to crack it open at any time you need to. Luck is on your side today, having such an avid writer for a mentor. Access main menu with square. With the reference menu, select notebooks for Goto's notes. Well, if you're set, let's get this caper started. We might be able to pick up some clues from the people outside. Let's you and me go and ask around if anyone's seen Dan. Narumi is applying a wet rag to his pants sleeves. Take a nap. Raidou and his demons will recover all their HP. Raidou's make will also be completely replenished. No cost, so don't hesitate to nap when necessary. Yep, I don't know what my health's like, so we'll nap. And I'll make a cheeky save, why not? But there, just in case. Go to the roof. Don't know what to do next, I'm always here to help. We can go to the roof before, could we? Ginro Kaku Roof. Yaraiku. Is it just to look at the sky? What a coincidence. You come up here to relax too. I said something on my mind. I come up here to clear my mind sometimes too. What's on your mind? Guess I might as well spill it, you see. When Akane was down in the detective agency, I saw this tiny gold bug. Came right up to Narumi, and unless I was seeing things, the bug's face opened. I knew right away something was wrong, and tried to pounce on it, but I barely missed the thing, and sent Narumi's lunch flying. Oh, sorry to ramble. We ought to be out looking for this darn character. Let's get this investigation started. Okay, so the roof is just a chat to Goto to find out what to do next. Gotcha. Right, well, there's been a lot of talking in this one, but I'm going to end this part for today. Hopefully next time we'll be running around all over the place and finding out information about Dan, and maybe getting a fight or two. Preferably without the innocents getting involved. So, until then, I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again soon.